Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to dive into the important topics for entrepreneurs and small business owners. Whether or not to take on an employee, the employer duties of taking on an employee, and how you go about this. So stay with me to delve into these topics. Hiring someone to join your team can be a big decision, so let's explore the factors you should consider before making that choice. The first thing to assess is your business's growth potential. Are you experiencing an increase in demand for your products or services? If your workload has become overwhelming and you're struggling to keep up, hiring an employee could be a logical step forward. As a business owner, it's essential to evaluate your current workload. If you find yourself consistently working long hours and unable to focus on strategic aspects of your business, bringing in someone to share the workload can free up your time for higher value tasks. Next, consider the expertise and skills required to move your business forward. Evaluate whether there are areas where you lack proficiency or experience. Hiring someone with the right skill set can bring fresh ideas and perspectives, helping your business grow in ways you couldn't achieve alone. Of course, budget plays a significant role in this decision. Analyse your finances and determine if you can afford to hire an employee. Consider the cost of salaries, benefits, and any other associated expenses. Remember, hiring an employee is an investment and you need to ensure it aligns with your financial goals. Now lastly, think about your long-term vision for the business. Hiring an employee is a commitment, and it's crucial to consider whether bringing someone on board aligns with your goals. Will they contribute to the growth and success of your business in the long run? Now that we've explored these key factors, it's time to make a decision. Should you take on an employee? Ultimately, it depends on your unique circumstances and the specific needs of your business. Consider all the factors we discussed: business growth, workload, expertise, budget, and long-term goals. Here at Cunningham's, we are often asked by our clients, should I take on an employee? And we work with them through some or all of the points above in order to determine if taking on an employee is the best option. Always take some time to reflect on each of these areas and weigh the pros and cons. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. What works for one business may not work for another. It's essential to make an informed decision based on your specific situation. So let's move on to the topic that is crucial for employers in the UK, their duties. If you have made that decision to employ an additional team member, it's essential as an employer to understand your responsibilities and obligation towards your employees. Before we delve into these specific duties, let's briefly discuss the legal framework that governs employer responsibilities in the UK. At the time of recording this video, the primary legislation that employers must adhere to is the Employment Rights Act 1996 and the Equality Act 2010. These laws protect employees' rights and ensure fair treatment in the workplace. Now let's explore the key duties of UK employers. Employers are required to provide employees with a written statement of employment within 2 months of starting their job. This statement should include terms and conditions, pay details, working hours, and other essential information. Employers must pay their employees at least the national minimum wage or the national living wage, depending on the employee's age. Additionally, they should provide employees with accurate pay slips showing details of deductions and taxes. Employers have a duty to provide a safe and healthy working environment for their employees. This includes conducting risk assessments, implementing safety measures, providing necessary training, and maintaining appropriate insurance coverage. Now, employers must also ensure equal opportunities for all employees, regardless of their gender, age, race, religion, disability, or other protected characteristics. Discrimination, harassment, and victimisation are strictly prohibited. Now, employers must comply with the Work and Time Regulations 1998, which sets limits on working hours, provide rest breaks and annual leave entitlement. Under the Pensions Act 2008, employers are obligated to have a workplace pension scheme in place and make contributions for any employee who meets the minimum requirements of being aged 22 and under state pension age and earn £833 in 1 month to be auto-enrolled. Anyone outside the requirements have the option to join, but this is not compulsory. Employers must follow fair and legal procedures when terminating employees' contracts or making them redundant. This includes providing notice periods, considering alternative options, and adhering to redundancy payment regulations. Failing to fulfil these employer duties can have consequences. Employers may face legal action, financial penalties, reputational damage, or even imprisonment in severe cases. It's crucial to take these responsibilities seriously to maintain a positive working environment and avoid legal complications. Once you've made the decision that you would like to take on an employee and you fully understand your duties as an employer, the next step is how to go about taking on an employee. Before you start searching for candidates, it's crucial to have a clear understanding of the role you're hiring for. Make a list of key responsibilities, skills and qualifications required for the position. This will help you create an accurate job description and ensure that you find the right person for the role. Now that you have a solid understanding of the role, it's time to create an attention-grabbing job description. Be clear and concise, highlighting the essential details and benefits of the position. Use inclusive language and avoid jargon that might confuse potential candidates. Once you have a killer job description, it's time to spread the word. Utilise various channels to promote the job vacancy. Post it on your company website, social media platforms, and online job boards. Additionally, reach out to your professional network and ask for referrals. You never know where the perfect candidate might be hiding. Now, as the applications start pouring in, it's time to review CVs and applications. Look for candidates who possess the necessary qualifications and skills outlined in the job description. Create a shortlist of potential candidates who stand out from the rest. Now, congratulations, you have your shortlist. It's time to meet the candidates in person or through video interviews. Prepare a list of interview questions that assess both technical skills and cultural fit. Remember, cultural fit is just as important as technical proficiency. Look for candidates who align with your company's values and have a positive attitude. After conducting interviews, you might have a few top contenders. Don't skip the reference check. Reach out to the provided references and ask about the candidate's work ethic, skills, and overall performance. This step is vital in validating the information provided by the candidates. Now you've found the perfect candidate. It's time to extend an offer letter and negotiate the terms. Be transparent about the compensation, benefits, and expectations. Once the candidate accepts, provide them with a warm welcome and share any necessary onboarding information. The hiring process doesn't end with the offer letter. Proper onboarding and training are crucial for the success of your new employee. Develop an onboarding plan to help them integrate into the team smoothly. Provide them with the necessary tools, resources, and training to excel in their role. This video will be relevant to many different viewers, but also remember, if you're taking on a team member for the very first time, you will need to register as an employer with HM Revenue and Customs. I can supply the link here for you if you require assistance to find this. However, if you are already registered as an employer, you will require the standard new starter details for your new team member, which can be found through a checklist on HM Revenue and Customs website. The link is also here for you. At Cunningham's, we regularly assist our clients in this process and complete the registrations for them. We hope this video has provided you with valuable insights on whether or not to take on an employee, your employer duties, and how to go about employing a new team member. If you have any questions or would like to share your own experiences, please leave a comment below. We'd also really appreciate if you could click the like button below, and if you want to see more of our videos, Please do hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified whenever we release a new video. It really helps us to know that you like what we're doing and tell YouTube that other people could also benefit from this video. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has been useful to you, and remember, sometimes just one thing is all it takes. See you soon.